This is a video I've decided to call Digital Multi-Document Reading and Writing. And it's kind of a reaction on my part to the controversy, or at least discussion related to reading from paper or from the screen. And I'm a proponent, a supporter of digital reading from digital devices. And I'm trying to show, in this case, how I think there are some advantages to kind of exploring and learning to use the tools that can be used in digital reading and eventually writing. So what you see here is the open Chrome browser. The demonstration I'm doing makes use of an extension that's added to this browser, and maybe you've never seen that done before. So I'll quickly demonstrate here. Up in the upper right-hand corner, the three little dots bring up a bunch of options. Under More Tools, you'll find something called Extensions, and I'm going to show you the use of something called the Digo Web Collector. So this is an extension added to Chrome. You find extensions at the Chrome from the Chrome Web Store. There should be a page associated with this video, and I'll have the full addresses there. But to get this extension, all you do is go to the Chrome Web Store, search for Digo, D-I-I-G-O, and you would then find this extension that would be installed, and you would be ready then to go on. What I want to show you using this extension to accomplish is to bring in resources that have been stored from Kindle books. So I, like many people, like Kindle books, and when I read them, I annotate them, highlight them, etc. And Amazon saves these editions separate from the content itself. It stores them online. Again, I will provide the link to those of you who read Kindle books and didn't know this was possible or available. So all of this content related to these books ends up being stored at read.amazon.com/kp/notebook, and it looks like this. And these are all linked back to the content in the books themselves, but that's not how I want to use it. I want to take this content out of here and transfer it to another program called Digo, which is an online social notebook, or it's a storage location for various online resources. And what that extension I showed you has done is basically added this little button here. So you click this button, and all this content then ends up in Digo. So in Digo itself, I've now moved to the online access I have to my Digo resources. You see all of these highlights without some of the other stuff you saw that's available from Amazon. So these are my notes and my highlights. And the idea here is that I might want to use these from multiple books and multiple sources to kind of work toward something I would eventually write. So I want to integrate this kind of content, or at least parts of this kind of content, into another source from which I would write a final thing that is my own. Now, to show you what this might look like, I come over here, and this is the little icon that allows access to outlines. So if I go here, you see kind of what I have in mind maybe for a final outline. So here you see some headings and some things that I've actually moved in here from the various resources I've collected from my Kindle books. So it's an outline tool within Diigo. Kind of show you how this works. I'll go back and show you something that's not yet actually created. So here you see an outline that I've created, just entered based on my experience in reading a bunch of things. And what I want to do now is show you that it's pretty easy now to kind of bring in a resource from my collection of highlights and notes and organize them as part of an outline. So I can do this going from multiple sources. So this is from the book Frenemies. I also know that The Attention Merchants Tim Wu's book deals with these same topics. So here you have a whole bunch more stuff, outlines and notes from a different book. I can open the same outline and now drag in and organize this kind of combination. So my argument is you couldn't do this, at least in this easy of a fashion with paper books, and it's something that's made quite easy using these tools, all of which have a free version. So I may use the pro version, but that's because I want to store a whole bunch of content. I want to store a large number of outlines, etc. But there is a free version of Diigo, and you are limited to the number of outlines and things of that nature. But you can delete outlines, so you can easily work within the limits required by the company itself, and kind of work from and take advantage of the power of these digital resources to kind of prepare yourself to then eventually write something based on a bunch of different things you've read. So I'm simply saying this is a very powerful approach, I think. Many of you may find yourself facing similar challenges or having similar needs, and learning these tools would provide you an effective way to take on these tasks. So give these things a try. It's certainly without spending any money, easy enough to do, and see what you can accomplish reading and eventually writing completely within the digital environment.